We all want to manifest blessings and wisdom in life. To do this, we need to learn to cultivate three important fields of good fortune. The first field is called the field of parental grace. Our parents gave us this precious life, a debt of gratitude we can never fully repay. In the game of navigating life's challenges, one of the major levels is learning to honor and care for our parents. Truly venerating our parents allows us to develop and strengthen incredible abilities and virtues. All the kindness, respect, compassion, and care we cultivate towards our parents builds up powerful positive energy and character within us. This enhances our connection with all beings and deepens our experience of sincerity, generosity, tolerance, reverence, and gratitude. Naturally, the kind thoughts, words, and actions we develop towards our parents will become automatic habits that cause us to treat all beings with that same care. When your mind dwells in that grateful, reverent, compassionate state while with your parents, you are truly honoring them, far more meaningfully than any material provisions or money you give them. Perfecting this inner training of filial piety opens the way for life's greatest blessings to flow to you, as if the universe is rewarding you for completing this most fundamental lesson. Venerating parents elevates your self-awareness and self-mastery. This is one of life's greatest gifts, yet many fail this test from the heavens by showing their parents their worst side, their negativity. How well your life goes depends on how vast and deep your positive connections are with other beings. Many live unfulfilled lives because they neglected this field of parental grace, failing to download and install the corresponding abilities and virtues. Instead, caught in greed, hatred, and delusion, they created more negativity, depleting their blessings until facing constant misfortune. Every thought, word, and deed towards your parents, even without realizing it, plants seeds determining your life's destiny. If you are stingy, indifferent, impatient, or worse, resentful towards your parents, sooner or later you will project those same emotions outwards onto everyone around you. The person others see is not the self-image you have. The image you hold of others is the real you. Our wise ancestors knew to put filial piety first as the greatest virtue to eternally advise practicing. No matter what bad feelings your parents caused you, what hurtful things you said or did to them, let it all go. From now on, shift your perspective to truly make peace in your heart with your parents. See their field as fertile ground to plant seeds of goodness in. The second is the field of spiritual mentors. When you listen to teachers with an attitude of reverence and respect, support them and speak to them with humility, you are tending this field. What you reap depends on how well you plant in this field. If you disregard or neglect it, you won't encounter wise guides in the future. That you are able to meet good teachers and mentors means in previous lives you clearly approach them with a respectful, appreciative spirit. Consistently cultivating this field ensures you can access great wisdom whenever needed. The third is the field of suffering beings. When you help those undergoing difficulties, not just being nice, but crucially when they most need aid, you are planting seeds in this compassionate field. Even the slightest bit of relief you provide, like a cool breeze on a scorching day for those in severe deprivation, is deeply meaningful. For the most destitute, even a subtle sense of respite can bring immense joy, something they could not experience at all without the compassionate intentions of spiritual cultivators. Planting seeds of merits in these three fields naturally leads to realizing your aspirations. However, to manifest true abundance, you must first achieve an abundant mindset. It's very difficult to create prosperity externally without first developing an internal wealth consciousness. There's an old story about two people who died and went to the afterlife realm to report to the Lord of Karma. He said they could choose to be reborn with two options. Number one, everyone will voluntarily give you things. Or number two, you must voluntarily give away all your possessions to others. One person said, "How great it would be if everyone just gave me things. I don't want to part with my things." So he was reborn as a beggar. The one who chose to give everything away was reborn as a virtuous benefactor, always doing good deeds. What does the heart seeking to just take and grab for itself become? A pauper's mindset, hoping to always be on the receiving end from others. It goes against the universal law. What is an abundant mindset? It is to constantly think, what can I do for you? What can I contribute to this organization? Is there any way I can lend a hand? What can I do for humanity? I previously shared a powerful method for rapidly accumulating merits and wealth. It only requires spending a little extra money but allows planting many seeds of prosperity. Since you have to spend money on regular expenses anyway, every purchase can become an act of generosity. Make a conscious shift in adjusting your motivations behind your consumption. From now on, don't just view your purchases as mere transactions. Reframe each one as an opportunity to avoid miserliness or as an offering. Transform your intention to consume with an avoidance of wastefulness or a spirit of support. You're not just buying things for their own sake or for an equal exchange. It is to avoid waste, to provide sustenance. Do this wholeheartedly. For instance, if it's a hard-working small business owner, keeping in mind to let them earn a bit more so they can pack up earlier. With that motivation, you receive what you wanted while also planting seeds of prosperity. The purchase becomes an act of avoiding miserliness. Conversely, if you consume with the mentality of trying to pay as little as possible, haggling excessively to deprive the seller's livelihood, you gain no merit and actually create negative seeds. Experience the difference between these two mindsets of spending money. Only one is truly avoiding miserliness and wastefulness. It shifts from a mentality of grasping and taking to an intention of giving. Detached from the results, you spend with a selfless mind of non-possession. How could prosperity not flow towards you then? The universal law is that the more you give to others, the more abundance will come to you. This is like planting seeds. Giving yields a whole tree of fruit, and if left unharvested, those fruits fall and become further seeds, growing into an entire orchard. According to this law, when you have a virtuous thought, everyone who resonates with that thought will experience it as an inspiration or result in their lives. It's not that your single positive thought only returns a single result to you. No, that one thought radiates out, and everyone who tunes into its frequency receives its influence, blossoming into corresponding wholesome effects connected to you. This is the incredible law of cause and effect, which unfortunately also applies to negative thoughts proliferating negativity. The saying, "a single thought pervades all realms," is crucial to understand. This brings us back to the three fields of blessings we must diligently cultivate: the fields of parental grace, spiritual mentors, and suffering beings, with gratitude, reverence, compassion, and diligence as our greatest resources. I hope seeing the power we all have to plant positive seeds and attract abundance into our lives fills you with hope and inspiration. Remember, you have the amazing capacity to transform any negative tendencies and truly honor the great gift of life bestowed by your parents. Tap into that revering, compassionate spirit, and there is no limit to what you can manifest. Virtuous thoughts and actions create auspicious results radiating out in ways we can scarcely imagine. Have unshakable faith in the universal laws of cause and effect, and the bountiful harvest awaiting your diligent and wholehearted efforts. I'm confident that by integrating these wisdom teachings into your life, you will experience ever greater fulfillment and realize your highest aspirations. The keys to unlocking your infinite potential await. Now it's up to you to embody and apply them wholeheartedly. You have everything you need to thrive, so approach each day with joy, gratitude, and an abundant mindset. I sincerely wish you the greatest of blessings on your journeys ahead. Until next time.